Good morning, welcome to Pike Creek Farm. And today I am going to put a crock pot meal in. It's Friday, I have to work, and then I'm gonna take off a little early and I'm gonna do some canning, so I want an easy meal. And I'm using some of the last things from my veggie box, so I wanted to show you that also. I have beans and red skin potatoes that I didn't get to use this week, which we love, and we love them cooked together. So I'm gonna put them in a crock pot with some seasonings and broth and cook together. They're so good. And I'm gonna add some venison sausage to it. You can use smoked sausage, you can use chicken sausage, whatever kind of sausage you have on hand. I had this on hand, so it's what I'm gonna use. I'm trying to buy less from the stores and use what I have in our freezers and pantry and our garden. And if there's a good sale, I am buying it, but I'm just trying not to just buy everything every week at the store when I have it available here and I have the wonderful fresh produce. So come on down and let's make some crock pot potatoes, green beans, and sausage. And then I will show you my veggie box too when I pick that up later today. Okay, here's my crock pot. And my sausage is actually frozen. And this is venison sausage, but you could use bratwurst, you can use country sausage, you could use smoked sausage, whatever kind of sausage you have and your family likes. Let me switch things around so you can see. Okay. This is one of the onions I got last week in my box. I used quite a few of them to make the balsamic onion jam. And if let's say I didn't have an onion, I could put a couple of spoons of that in this recipe to give the onion flavor. So I'm gonna just slice this onion up fast. Nothing fancy, and add to there. I'm just going to chunk them up. I didn't want to peel my red skins. You know, if there's any spots that look a little iffy, I will just cut them off. If there's too many divots, but I do want the skin, but I don't want the grit of dirt. So I'm just going to throw those in there. And like this one had some deeper spots. So I'm cut those off. So I have my cucumbers all picked and they're in the fridge. They're bigger ones, so that's why I'm going to make relish out of them. That's filling up fast. Of course, the sausage is frozen, so I'm going to put this on low, and then I will pull out that sausage and slice it up when it's separated. So now I'm going to put some of these green beans. I need to check and make sure I haven't missed that the green beans are coming in at church. They weren't last week when I checked. They were blooming, and I picked just a few from my garden. And I have enough like for us for dinners, not for canning. So I'm gonna cut them in half because these are pretty long green beans. Cut off the ends, cut in half, and throw them in there. Now, if you had a Instapot or one of those, you could cook this in that too. I don't own an Instapot. I don't know. It's just never been anything I've desired to have because I'm so used to a crock pot. I guess there are days when I come home from work it might be convenient, but I've looked at them like when they're on Black Friday, and I've debated, and I just never have. Here's everything layered in there. The onions, the sausage, the potatoes, and the green beans. Now I'm going to take some chicken broth and add that. And this won't be a soup, but you want it, I guess, if I was cooking it on the stove, I would drain it off or take all the broth out at the end. This is just some seasonings I'm going to add. I'm going to add some Danos. You could use Mrs. Dash's. I'm still going to add salt, to be honest with you, but this smells really good. I don't know what all is in it, but I like it. And it's really nice on vegetables, I think. I am going to put a good amount of garlic, some salt, and I have some Italian seasoning. This is from my local spice blend person. She does have a website. I'll try and put that below. Her Italian seasoning is amazing. And I need some pepper. Oh, it's up there in the back. I am short. And a sprinkle of pepper. Now, I'm going to put some pats of butter on the top. I got half a stick. Let me see about how far up does the broth come? It comes up almost halfway. I'm going to add a little more so it's to the halfway point. There we go. So I added about half of that box. There was an Amazon delivery. Sorry about that. I'm going to put this lid on, put this on low, and put it on. I'm going to set it for 8 hours now. It won't take that long, but I just let this go now. And when I get my veggie box, I will show it to you. I cut up the sausage. They had thawed and they had cooked enough that I could cut them. And I just cut them right in the here, actually, just held them up with the fork. So everything is still okay, nothing is cooked all the way yet. The beans and the potatoes are not cooked all the way yet. I added a little more garlic and the Dano seasoning, and before I serve it, I'm going to add butter to this and some more salt probably. I'll taste it to make sure. But I'm going to put the lid back on and let this cook the rest of the afternoon. Hello, welcome to Pike Creek Farm. And I picked up my veggie box. It's a heavy one. Really heavy this week. And let me show you what's in it. I forgot to take back last week's box. I'll have to take that down to them. We swap. I just remembered that when I put this one down. I have a head of cabbage. So it's about that big. So it's a nice size head of cabbage. Ooh. I'm dropping fingerling potatoes. We ate all of last week's, so these will be good. What's next? There's a lot in here. Look at that broccoli. My broccoli didn't do well, so I'm happy to have that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more radishes. eggplant. Now, what do I like to do with eggplant? I love to roast it. I will wash it, slice it thin, put a little bit of salt, then blot it. And then I put some olive oil, an Italian seasoning, and bake it. When they're tender, I bring it out, put a little bit of pizza sauce, a little bit of mozzarella cheese, and maybe some pepperoni or other meat. And I got eggplant pizza. It's really good. Nope, I can't count. 4 ears of corn. Michigan corn season is starting, and oh man, we have such wonderful sweet corn. We love it. We got more summer squash. So look at that little baby, just a little baby. 3 summer squash. 1, 2, 3, 4 onions and a red onion. 2 zucchini and 2 salad cucumbers. And then 3 of the pickling ones. I just like these to snack on. I love the taste of the pickling cucumbers. And I made a salad from my cucumbers this week that I did a video on, an Asian one, and I will be doing a vinegar one, and I want to do my sour cream one. I creamed, it has sour cream, a little bit of mayonnaise. So I'll be showing you some of the different salads I do during cucumber season. Tomatoes. Look at one of the heirloom tomatoes. Those are starting now. Sometimes I will put on top of my slice of eggplant a slice of tomato and then Italian seasoning and the cheese. That's really good. My mom makes them. She calls them eggplant stacks. More green beans, and these are beautiful. Very pretty and fresh looking green beans. Set that over there, running out of space. And more red skins. So very nice veggie basket. And I'm excited about cabbage, broccoli, eggplant, and corn. Corn is the best. So that's this week's veggie basket, and I will be doing my menu planning around it. And let me show you today's dinner, what it looks like. Because it is done now. We won't eat for a while because it's only 3:15, so I'll move it over to warm. Okay, here it is. I did add a spoon of, let me get you so I added a spoon this size of brown sugar over the top just a little bit ago to sweeten it up some, because this sausage doesn't have much sweetness to it. Let me show you how I serve this. There's sausage, there's potato, some green beans. This is just, a sampling here because it's not dinner time yet. So there we go. Put the lid back on here. And this is what dinner will be tonight. You can add butter to this if you want. You can put some salt and pepper if you want. Some people like to, to add that when they eat it. I think it has a lot of flavor. Potato cuts right through. Let's pick up some potato. It's really hot. I said, use whatever sausage you have. Country sausage, kielbasa, smoked sausage, bratwurst, whatever you have. Here's a bite of the sausage. So thank you for watching. And if you want to see more videos like this, uncanning and recipes, and I love doing vintage recipes, subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. See you next time at Pike Creek Farm.